NBA 2K19 tutorial number 4. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to trigger blow-by animations consistently and almost all the time. I'm going to teach you how to become a dominant north to south handler with my secret technique. I guarantee you're going to get dribble penetration when you trigger this correctly. And also make sure to review with my all 2K19 tutorial playlist at my homepage if you are falling behind on the tutorials, or if you're looking at this later in the future and you want to catch up to previous ones. So this year, as a lot of you know, the ride animation by the defender is very strong in 2K19. Even with a mismatch situation like this KD on Osman action here, this animation is very tough to break, and I'm also playing on Hall of Fame, so that makes it even harder as you see here. So the question is ISO dead? Because even with the clear handler versus defender advantage, we're not getting really any good action here. Well, no. Not really. None of you learned my LT Speed Boost secret technique. This move, as you just saw there, this is an OP tier move. And it's gonna take some practice because there's some stick skills, timing, and there's a skill gap to making this as efficient as possible. But boy, once you get the timing down, the results are guaranteed if you have a mismatch on the other guy. Sometimes maybe not even if you do it very well. You're gonna destroy mismatches all day long. You see my KD here now, this Osman is not even there. Hall of Fame, it doesn't matter. Alright, so let's break this down. So let's call this the FAM Speed Boost from now on, the term we're going to refer to, because we're going to revisit this move a lot of the times on all the modes over time this year. So we're going to break it down online, offline, pro-am, everything, right? So we call it the FAM Speed Boost. And can you please help me get this to 1,000 likes? And if you do, I will show you better variations of the FAM Speed Boost. See, I can even do it with Curry into a floater. This right here, what you see is the almighty blow-by 2K animation. This is the animation you want all the time. You see where KD splits his legs open and he ducks through, sweeps his arm like this? This is what you want all the time. The thing is, you can't trigger it all the time, but I know how. So step 1, you hold L2 to protect the ball. Just trust me. Hold L2 to protect ball. As you can see, I'm in the protect ball animation here. Step 2, continue to hold on to L2. Do not let go of L2. And now do a hesi escape to the ball hand. So hesi escape is tap R2 and flick the right stick towards the ball hand. So that's the hesi escape right here. But you have not let him go of L2, okay? Now continue to hold on to L2 in step 3 and do a behind the back dribble by flicking the right stick back without turbo. So no turbo, flick the right stick back, behind the back. Step 4, let go of L2 when the ball is at KD's thighs or knees area. Right there, you see in the picture, let go of L2 and immediately, step 5, once you let go of L2, hold turbo and angle the L stick, the left stick, directly at the basket. So in this case, it's a straight ahead because I set it up so well. Get ready for some Need for Speed, family. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel this boost. Bang! That's the L2 FAM Speed Boost. And it's awesome. Just look. So right here, this is from tutorial number 2. Watch that if you haven't learned it. I'm using the pick and roll controls as a passing option to KD up top. Excellent move. So as you can see, call the quick ISO, obviously. This is an isolation dribble move. Hold L2. As you can see, I've done it here. That's why I'm in that protect ball animation. You see, I've turned to the side there, right? Now, I need the ball facing the direction I am not going to. So I need the ball facing the left side here. I'm still holding on the L2. I'm just crossing with the right stick to make the ball face the left. So now the ball's to the right side. I'm still holding on the L2. I'm doing the hesitation escape. Tap turbo, tap the right stick to the left. Now, let go of turbo, tap the right stick to the back to do the behind the back. Still holding on the L2, but now the ball is at KD's knee. So now let go of L2, turbo straight to the basket with the L stick. And if the help comes, lob it up. So here's a comparison study. Initially right here, you can see I'm not holding on to L2. I'm just doing the hesi escape into the behind the back, into the goal with the turbo, with the left stick. And I'm not getting anything here because I'm not holding on to L2. The key is to hold on to L2 as you dribble. So now I'm holding on to L2 while dribbling. This is what I call this is my signature speed boost momentum escape. I've been doing this for years. So for some of you who's been following me a long time, you know, but for those of you who don't know, hold L2 and let go at the right time. The skill gap though comes from when you let it go and your left stick exit angle. So make sure you let go and the ball is around KD's knees and thighs, and you angle the left stick at the basket no matter where you are on the court. So that's hard to do. Camera relative too, right? That's the key. So, but if you get it down, and once you get it down, you can see here I'm using the icon pass technique again from tutorial 2. Check that out if you haven't. Call the quick ISO, holding L2, Getting the ball to the right hand, hezzy escape, still holding the let go of L2, turbo right stick, defender comes, lob, right? Don't be stubborn, right? You can't dunk this all the time. I mean, even though it's Tristan Thompson, maybe you should try him. But if Cousins is sitting right there, why not lob him? But the lob pass this year is very, very good. I don't know how many of you have thrown lobs, but I've thrown a lot of lobs because I know this, I guess the fam speed boost, so I can blow by any defender I want, and tons of lobs. Now the issue obviously with this move is that as your player gets tired, you can see my KD here is relatively tired now. His stamina bar up top is about at halfway. If your stamina bar is anything less than half, you can't pull this off because the speed boosting levels, you see I'm drawing fouls now, but it's not clean anymore because my stamina is down. So stamina management is key with this move. Once your bar is lower than half, in my experience, the consistency just becomes 50-50. So it becomes like largely 50% worse, really. So make sure you manage your stamina correctly. But as you can see from all of these clips, like I am doing this to the dot. It's my signature move, so I know it. But as you practice over time, you'll be able to do this a ton too. I suggest, go to it right now. But like I said, the key is to hold on to L2 as you dribble, then let go at the right time with the second crossover where you're only using the right stick, right? And like, I'm just trying to prove a point here. I can even do it with Draymond. That's not often, though. With KD, it's like all the time. With Draymond, it's like 40% of the time. I mean, that's still not too bad. I mean, it's Draymond. He's not supposed to be doing it, right? So if you do it with a good handler, success rate is going to be high. Now, Curry can also do it, as you can see here. But like, by my standards, I feel like the little guys, they need different combo triggers with the moves. Similar concept, but it needs different triggers. So like, I have a better combo for little guys, but if you guys get this to 1,000 likes, I'll show you guys that one too. Because, I can't let all the secrets out all in one day because these are my personal secrets. I mean, think about it. If only I knew about this and I didn't tell anyone, imagine how big of a competitive advantage I have. But I like making the competition better. So here you go. Enjoy this, use this. I suggest practice by calling ISO. In any game mode, really. You can do it in 2KU or you can do it in a real game. But just call ISO and trigger blowbys. But don't finish the move. You see here, I'm just doing over KD and I'm just blowing by J.R. Smith for fun. You don't need a screen. You could use a screen. I'll explain that later. But no screen initially when you're practicing. Just when you blow by him, you know. So here, I kind of messed up because KD's really tired. Like I said, don't do it when they're below half bar. But you can still do it. So you can see I blow by him here again. And that's a clean blow by. So I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to bring the ball back and go again. This is how you practice, this is how you polish this move. So hold L2, don't use the pick. Here's the escape. You could use the pick if you want to, as you can see there. It's actually quite deadly with the pick. I suggest initially when you're learning it though, don't bring in the pick because that's just going to complicate your space. And we say, I got him there again. And at this time, I just wanted to finish. There you go. And if you stay this long, I consider giving you a bonus. Because, then you're a hardcore subscriber. The LS turbo after the bounce, like let go of L2 and all that, is actually even better if you do what I just did there. This is really hard. So look at the close-up replay. You actually want to let go of LT, the left trigger, or the post-up button, L2, when the ball just hits the ground. I know before I said knee and thigh, that's for casual, and if you're just learning this. Once you get really good at it, it's actually better if the ball hits the ground. But the problem with doing it this way, you can see there is a way better blow-by animation, but if you miss this really, really small window, because if you're waiting for the second bounce, so you can see this is the hezzy escape that I'm about to do with the turbo. Now, without the turbo, just the right stick dribble, that bounce right there, you gotta do it right there. Small window. I guess challenge yourself. If you can do it, go nuts with it. But obviously, the easier version still works. The key to all this is you must start off your dribble move by holding on to post up L2, and at the same time, begin with a hezzy turbo escape move. So anywhere is fine. Left, right, doesn't matter. But the move you do before you do the momentum escape has to be a only right stick dribble move. That's why I'm preaching to you only go behind the back with the right stick. Remember, the second dribble move you do this with, right? The first move is a dribble move with turbo. The second move is a dribble move with just right stick. And then as that move is almost finished, you let go of left trigger, you let go of LT, and then you angle the left stick to the basket and you hold on to turbo at the same time, right? That's the key. You still hold L2, do a turbo hezzy escape move. Once that finishes, do a right stick only dribble move, and when that is almost finished, let go of LT, then hold turbo and left stick at the basket. That's how you do the fam speed boost. As you can see here, now I'm just being really mean because I'm doing it with picks, but I'm going away from the pick. Can I go towards the pick? Of course. But now I'm destroying the defense. Like, this is on Hall of Fame. it's got no chance. Obviously, when, like I said, we'll revisit this fam speed boost throughout the entire course of the year. Like, I'll do it on Pro-Am, and when I get that footage for you guys, when I get it online, my team play now, all of that, even against better defenders, maybe Kevin Durant or Tony Allen, I'll show you those clips. Obviously, this is what we got. This is all we got to work with right now, but you can see the success rate is ridiculous. Now, can you do this with clay? No. So, there's a limit to this, right? You need a handler of a certain level. So for those of you who really into builds and Pro-Am and, you know, park and all that, like, yeah, you need the speed boost. So you need 86 ball control to pull this off. If the mismatch is very clear, like, even if you use something really slow against a really slow defender, it might work, but I say, unless you have 86 ball control, this is likely not happening for you. But if it is 86 ball control, look out. L2, left trigger, fam speed boost. The greatest speed boost feeling you will ever feel in your life in 2K. Boom, goodbye Osman. Throw it down, KD. As always, thanks for coming by. Let me know if this worked for you. I have taught this to my closest and my most elite students. I do this a lot before I come over tutorial to make sure, you know, it works for everyone. Like, they're my test subjects, but they also get the earliest tips. So I have a secret group of these guys. And, oh yes, and girls. And guys. Anyhow, I've tested it with them before I showed it to you guys, and they have all been able to do it after I taught it to them like once, and they didn't even get this full video. So what I'm trying to say is you should be able to pull this off at a very high rate once you get good at it. Practice it in the comment section. Please let me know your success rate with this. That's very important to me, so I know I'm doing a good job coaching you, I guess. Coaching. I guess since it's basketball, I'm doing a good job coaching you. That's important to me. I want to know if I'm doing a good job and if you can do what I preach, because I know some can do, but not everybody, right? So let me know how it goes, and yeah, keep an eye out for more tutorials coming, and get us to 1,000 likes, I'll release more and more of these moves. So very happy to be back. Enjoy this move, and I'll see all of you in the weekend.